Assalamualaikum viewers, the topic is persistent and non-persistent HTTP and its differences. So as we talked about these two topics in previous lecture as well, non-persistent HTTP is that at most one object is sent over a TCP connection. In non-persistent HTTP, each TCP connection is closed after the server sends the object and the connection does not persist for other objects. Whereas persistent HTTP, multiple objects can be sent over single TCP connection between client and server. Non-persistent HTTP, how it works: suppose user enters URL www.someschools.edu/somedepartment/home.index. So in one HTTP client initiate TCP connection to HTTP server at www.someschool.edu on port 80. HTTP server at host. HTTP server replies with TCP connection at port 80, accepts connection, notifying client. So HTTP client sends HTTP request message containing URL into TCP connection socket. Message indicates that client wants object somedepartment/home.index. HTTP server receives request message, forms response message containing requested object and sends message into its socket. HTTP server closes TCP connection after sending the file. HTTP client receives response message containing HTML file, displays HTML, parsing HTML file, finds 10 referenced JPG objects, and at the last step 1 to 5 repeated for each of 10 JPG objects. So how non-persistent HTTP work? Response time. TCP connection involves three-way handshake. Definition of RTT is time for a small packet to travel from client to server and back. So what is response time? 1 RTT to initiate TCP connection and 1 RTT for HTTP request and first few bytes of HTTP response to return. File transmission time is total is equal to 2 RTT plus transmit time. You can see on the right side in the image, initiate TCP connection and got the response. It consumes 1 RTT. When a requested file is consumed another 3 RTT. So the whole time is 2 RTT plus transmission time when the server transmit the file to the server client. So non-persistent HTTP issues. There must be some issues, and they are: requires 2 RTTs per object. Operating system overhead for each TCP connection. Browsers often open parallel TCP connections to fetch referenced objects, whereas persistent HTTP server leaves connection open after sending response. Subsequent HTTP messages between same client server sent over open connection. Client sends request as soon as it encounters a referenced object. Thank you very much. Please subscribe our channel for further videos.